Today we are going to get back onto the disc mower because Mike has done some amazing work on it, and we are now at a stage where we're going to show you what is actually included in sort of what we call a full service of a disc mower, rather than just changing the blades and checking the belts, because Mike has gone right into it. But first of all, in case you didn't watch the first video, we bought this disc mower from auction back end of last year, and I thought the bed was bent, but it actually wasn't. So Mike has gone through it and shown us why the deck or the bed was bent, but it wasn't. It was just loose on the way the sections work on the mower. So today we're going to get it all back together, show you how it was all supposed to be done, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, run it up at the end of the video. How was your holiday, Mike?
Ooh, not too bad at all. Sun shining.
Husband's holiday?
Kinda.
Right, so what have we got here then, Mike? I've had to buy you a load of parts and expensive equipment. What are we going to do with it?
Right, well, I can't remember what you videoed last time, but I believe us had the tops off. And
Oh, you clean them all up?
yeah, they've all been cleaned out.
Look at that. Oh, you wouldn't have thought they'd come out like that, would they? Look at that.
Let's go through the old discs as well, because you just give they a check. Just make sure there's no cracks on the corners or anything else is worn where the blade's attached to. This will change the blades, but they retain, because there was a couple of retainers missing.
Oh yeah.
They retained on a bolt there.
And that's just to stop them swinging all the way around, isn't it? That retainer?
That's it. But that's a special little bolt with a couple of little notches, and they get seized in there. Well, as you can see, I've cleaned it up, but I'll clean it up a bit better. But that gets seized in, so they need a bit of persuasion to come out, and they just sit on. And then you've got a little tie strap there. You put new nuts on, just for this job. Anyway, let's clean it up.
So we got all them to do.
Freed that up.
Now, the one thing I was very shocked about was, that stuff in your hand.
Semi-fluid grease.
Yeah. Now that cost me £12 a tube.
Yeah, well, don't buy it in tubes.
So, my local dealer, James Price's, had it in stock and they didn't have any bigger pots. So yeah, £12 a tube that was.
Yeah.
But at least you know you got the right amount, I suppose, for each.
That's it, yeah.
Each bit. So you just squeeze that right in there, do you?
That's it, it's 110 grams worth.
Mower blade grease, eh?
That's it. Yeah. So it comes like a toothpaste full, tube full, and you just squid it in there. You can see how tacky it is.
Yeah. I reckon even I could do that job.
And then the blades was a little bit out of time, not horrendous, just not quite in time.
And that's just set by the teeth on those gears, I'm guessing.
That's it. You could put them in any way you like. So you could put it in like that, so your blade would, that one would be sitting that way.
Yeah.
And that one would be sitting that way, because I'm located on that.
Yeah.
Which is slightly out of time. So if it was slightly out of time.
So I'm guessing they want to be 90 to each other, do they?
That's it. You want like that all the way down through. So one across, one all the way down through. The other thing you've got is you've got gaskets, and it's a gasket shim. So you get your right backlash on your teeth. But if you're only doing a service on it, it's not a problem.
And we got this new skid plates, haven't we?
That's right.
As well, because we've got a new one. Because if you watch the first video, you know that the mower originally, when we bought it, had topper plates on, so 3 topper plates. This big one here was in under the foot, and then you had another one in the middle and another one at the end. Obviously, we want to use it for mowing, but if we sell the mower, we sell it with the topper plates as well. So that's the topper plate there, and then that's the mowing skid there, which that one was bloody expensive. It was 90 quid. But that one wasn't too bad to get hold of. The other ones, the smaller ones, I struggled a bit to find anywhere online where they were, and I ended up managing to find them actually at James Price's. They had 3 left in stock, and that's all we needed, so that worked quite well.
Yeah, again, the plates is held on with 1 bolt up the front and 2 at the back. Well, I've drilled and tapped that because there was a couple of broken off front locating bolts and a couple of the back bolts. So it's a drilled and tapped out and replaced the bolts for there. So I usually turn the tops, so you can pop the 2 bolts back in there, you can put 2 bolts back in there, and all the way down through, and then turn it a bit back to there, and you can do your other 2, otherwise you...
Struggling to get that.
If you do it in as a single unit all the way down, it's a lot of turning and all the rest of the extra work. It's not, just not needed. Once you've bolted they down, just put your tops back on, and then you've got... Let's do that one. Pop that back on. There is a couple of O-rings. Right, yes, 2 O-rings I've got on there.
Oh yeah.
You then just got a castellated nut and a split pin to go through.
Have you got your oil grease over here? Because when you came in the workshop the other day, Mike had this suspended in the forklift up in the air to drain that gearbox out, which you need a fairly high...
I just left it overnight and then just
dripping out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you replaced that oil then, have you? Or?
I haven't, but I will do. It's just a case of filling up to your levels.
Yeah.
Because there's 1 oil in that section of the gearbox, and then oil in this section of the gearbox. And there's your filler levels.
Yeah.
And a little breather around the side, and there's another little breather up underneath there.
So if you watch other videos, you know that we didn't have anything supporting this on the top, so it's just there flapping in the wind. So Mike has welded up a new bar there and welded that one all in. Looks proper, Mikey. Magic, just needs a slap of paint by the looks of it.
Yeah, a little bit of paint needed.
Yeah.
What else is there to say? Check your belts, grease your PDO shafts, and make sure all that's the usual slides and all the rest of things.
Right, so I guess we'll leave you to put all this back together, Mike.
Yeah.
And then, well, all being well, we'll have it ready to hitch on the back of the tractor and run her up, I guess.
That's the general idea, yeah. At least it's be getting the mower ready other than the day before you go cut it.
Well, yeah, very true. Right, so I'm going to leave Mike to work his magic. Hence why I call him Magic Mike. I know he likes to be called Mad Mike. But hopefully it's the first day back after his holiday, so he won't get too mad today. Because he's not on that job.
We'll find.
Which he was getting a bit mad on that the other day, welding up a ride-on lawnmower deck for that Stiga. So I think he prefers to be on that sort of mower than he does that sort of mower. Anyway, right, let's leave him to that, get all that sorted, and then we'll tune back in. And, well, hopefully, in a flash of a whisker. So you'd be getting somewhere, Mike.
Sorry?
Be getting somewhere.
Yeah, it's nearly there, isn't it?
Oh, let's lift her up. What's going on? Oh. Look at this. Bloody magic. Oh, whole new set of blades all the way up through. Everything's all back together. Everything's all timed up beautifully. Well, you know, I'm only guessing.
Well, if you take a view down through your cutter, you'll see that's all lined up now, rather than
being on the wonk. Nice. Look at that. I think it's time to run her up, Mike, isn't it? The sound of a disc mower running up from low revs up to high revs is probably one of the nicest noises in farming. It is just beautiful, just that zzz. So hopefully that's the sound that this is going to make. Let's get it hitched up and
that's
give
the
it a go.
fucking hornet's nest you just went through.
Hey?
That's the hornet's nest you just cut through.
Right, so she's all hitched up. Let's see if she folds up and then take her out and run her up. She is. Woo! Right, let's put her up. Pull my rope. Yeah. Look at that. Woo! Right, engage me PTO. She's swinging. Try a little bit, Joy. Lovely. Beautiful. Oh, James is still in gear. Now I'm not. Ah. That sounded good. Look, we've been cutting grass. Now I'm wound the top link right in, so I'm not cutting it too short. And it's raining. God, what a job. Well, as to be expected after Mike sorting it out, everything works as it should. Well, we're now going to hand it over to Richard to clean it and make it look absolutely mint. And then you'll see what it's like once it's mint. Grover's down here polishing still. You still polishing?
Yep.
Mate, look at that.
Come up all right, isn't it?
Look at that. That curtain or skirt, what we're going to call it, looks like it is brand new.
Does it? It's come up well.
That is, well, this is probably going to hurt your eyes now, everybody. Ah, look at that. Amazing. That has come up really well.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that.
All right, don't blow your own trumpet too much. That is looking posh, Richie. Like I say, it's one thing having Mike knowing all about how to fix stuff, but it's another one having someone who actually knows how to clean something and make it look good again, eh? Is that right?
It is. I love it.
So just for a bit of a shameless plug, Rich is actually a mobile valeter, aren't you, Rich?
I am indeed
So
now.
yes. So if anybody wants any like proper valeting done of machinery, cars, buses, tanks, whatever, he'll do it. And hey, look what Mike's done here. Look, it's all new blades, all been serviced properly, all the gear's been done, everything's been levelled up. It is just looking proper posh, isn't it?
It's looking
Hey?
mint, isn't it?
That is looking mint. I love it. Nearly as mint as that back there. Look at her. Oh, yes. So while Rich carries on rubbing one off at the other end there, I bought this for myself. But we've this year got a manufacturer sending us a brand new mower, so we don't actually need it for ourselves. So I thought, no time like the present. Get on and sell it, James. So I'm actually going to put this into auction, okay? So I paid 700 quid for it. It's cost us like 400 quid in parts and bits and pieces, but it was worth it, because look at it, it looks amazing. So yeah, it owes me 1100 quid plus Mike and Richard's labour. Probably 1500 quid-ish thereabouts of what I spent, probably maybe 1600. I don't know if I'm going to get a great deal more money for it than what it's cost me, but there's no point in machinery just sitting around not being used. So I'm going to sell it, but it's going to go into the Stag's auction. So Stag's estate agent or Stag's auctioneers. The link is in the description below, so it's going to be in there. I'm also putting a load of other stuff in the Stag's auction, including the loading shovel, just to see how well it all goes, because everything on there at the moment seems to be doing really, really well. Seems to be a good place to sell stuff, and at the end of the day, we're not necessarily in the business of machinery, we're in the business of content creation. So this is a byproduct. So if you want it, or want other stuff that we've got for sale, there might be a load of stuff you might be surprised about. So the link is in the description below, including this mower. So yeah, have fun looking at that while Rich carries on rubbing himself off. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Mike and Rich for a cracking job, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio, bye. You gonna say bye, Rich?
Bye.